Hey guys, for today's video I'm going to be doing a hate or rate. Woo! It's been a while since I've done one. Some people were like, yay, I love these, and then I also got comments saying, no, I think once a week is too often, I like your other content too, but I'll definitely do them at least once a month, if not more, because I know a lot of you guys do really enjoy them. So today we are reviewing the Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection Miracle Diamond Sponge. Very long name. I've got the box for it here. So it's part of the Bold Metals collection. It's a little bit luxe. It's got like a marbling effect and it's a literal diamond. I was waiting for weeks for this to come into stock, and then it finally did, and I saw they shipped to New Zealand, and I was like, I haven't seen anybody talk about or use this on the tube yet, so I hope this is beneficial to you guys. So now we'll jump into the actual video. I'm going to show you me applying my foundation with the sponge, give you a general review on how I found it, and then give it a rating, comment on the packaging, the wear time of my foundation when using this, and all that kind of stuff. So let's just get into it. So if you are in New Zealand like me, Real Techniques do ship to us now, which is super exciting. Cost me about $15 all up with the sponge and shipping. I believe the sponge was around $7. I'll write the exact pricing down below, which I thought was so reasonable. Rose gold kind of detailing because it is from the Bold Metals collection, which may I just say I love the brushes from that collection. And those are definitely a bit of a splurge, so I was pleased to see that this is a very well priced sponge at only about $6. So the first thing I can notice about it is there is an indent here in the sponge. I'm not sure if you will be able to tell on camera, but I'm not too pleased about that. It kind of looks like, you know, when you like make a nail indent. The little stand thing it was on is this kind of spiky shape, and the top part was pressing it down, which I guess it's hard to keep this in place and keep it looking nice in its packaging. So hopefully they keep working on the packaging and they find something else to package it in, because I don't love the fact that it's brand new and it's already got a huge like dent in it. I really used to love their orange sponge. Kind of went back to my Beautyblender because I felt like they changed the material of that sponge. So maybe this is like the material that the old sponge was made of. That's what I'm thinking anyway. It says the top area here, the flat surface, is to buff and blend for a flawless finish. The larger flat sides along here, they function as a wedge to apply makeup to larger areas. So I'm thinking those will be so nice to like set the under eye. The smaller flat sides, so these little areas around here, work around eyes, mouth and brow bone. And the pointed tip covers small imperfections. So it looks like they've really thought of everything. It says use wet for dewy application, so the same as a Beautyblender, and dry for full coverage powders. So you could use it to bake and so on, but you'd have to have a separate sponge for that because it says to use it dry, and if you've just used it for your face, you kind of would. And the recommended replacement time is 1 to 3 months. Maybe 1 month is a little too soon to discard it, I think, because the Beautyblender and stuff you can keep till about 3 months. So I'm just going to head off and wet this, and then I'm going to apply my favourite foundation at the moment, which is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation with it. Here it is. It feels so spongy now. It's like a light sponge cake. I would say it's probably gone up about 1/3 in size. I don't think it's doubled in size quite, but it's definitely a lot bouncier. It feels really, really good. Alright, let's see how this goes. This is a weird foundation. I just kind of dot it on my face. It's not a dropper, it's just like a plastic kind of knob, for the lack of a better word. According to the instructions, I should use the top to buff and blend, so I'm just gonna bounce it. Oh my gosh, I love the look that this is creating. My skin looks amazing. It covers like my whole cheek in 4 stamps. I like it. I like it. I will say the pointed end is more flimsy, so it's kind of like wobbling around a bit. So comparable to the Beautyblender. Honestly, I prefer the shape, so we'll just have to see how it makes the foundation wear throughout the day, because so far I'm really, 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 really impressed. It's just spreading it around beautifully, and it's so easy to just like blend your jawline. The little edges around here, which is supposedly for around the mouth. Wow. Works. Tapered end is a bit too flimsy. I can even see it's kind of balling up right now, and it looks like a piece is going to fall off. So what I'm going to do now is finish the rest of my makeup. I've got some other work to do today, and basically I will check back in tonight. It's about 9 o'clock here now, so I'll check back at about 5:30. I feel like that's a really decent kind of work day, and we'll see if this has made my foundation last any better, because obviously it's applied it better. I cannot deny that. I'm loving it so far. But to make it a full review, I feel like we should see what my foundation looks like at the end of the day, and I'm just so impressed so far that there's no smile lines sinking in there. So we will see at the end of the day if it's made a difference with those kinds of typical problems I usually have with my foundation. Hey guys, I'm back now. It's just gone 5 o'clock, so the sun is setting. I figured I should run back and quickly film this segment. All the stains came out of the sponge when I washed it, so that's a really big bonus. I was thinking it would stain really badly because of the white sections, but I just used some soap and water and I managed to get everything out. I'm guessing it would probably stain over time, you know, over the months and everything, but it's a good sign that it didn't stain after just one use. Do I hate it? Definitely not. Do I rate it? Yes, I do. And what would I rate it out of 10? I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because I'm honestly very impressed. I think this is on par with the Beautyblender, absolutely, and it's a fraction of the price. It gets big ups for all these different things, but it loses a point for the extreme taperedness here. I'll do a close-up so hopefully you guys can see. Like, honestly, the fluff is about to come off the end of it, and it was just a bit too flimsy. I feel like it should just taper off a little bit sooner and have a bit of a more stubby kind of tip. The indents are still there from the packaging even though I've used it and I've washed it. Definitely go check this out, guys. If you love beauty blenders, I would give it a go. It feels just like my Beautyblender, and I've tried a lot of knockoff sponges and they're just, you know, they're just not as good usually. Besides the weird little flimsy peak on the end, I do love the shape of it. I think it's great how you can get in under the eyes. I love these little smaller surfaces here for blending around the nose and around the mouth, and then this part was the winner for me. Like, it was literally like stamping at kindergarten. Like, you can just stamp all over your face and it just blends in so quickly, as you saw. Awesome that they ship to New Zealand now, because if you get Real Techniques from pharmacies, they're marked up like crazy here in New Zealand. So I was just stoked that I could get it sent direct to me, and it came quickly. The shipping wasn't too bad. So there we have it. That is my hate or rate video on the Bold Metals Collection Diamond Sponge. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know in the comment section what I should do a hate or rate video on next time. Have an amazing day and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye! I bought a whole stack of really cute tops. Here's my little stash right here. Of course, I'm going to try them all on for you guys. And I like these pieces because they're still basics. They're just like block color t-shirts, but they've got really cute little motifs and little patterns on them. So let's start with my favorite one. It's